Yo, what it do, solopreneurs, side hustlers, digital empire builders? You want to learn how to get good with social media posting? Well, today on Over the Shoulder with Cortez Hustle, I'm going to attempt to make a carousel, which is something that I never do. And this is what makes digital marketing fun for me. You get to always learn and try and test new things. You never know. Carousels might be the thing that actually works for you, that drives traffic. And this is part 5 of a 5-part series where we've been breaking down a content marketing strategy that I'm going to deploy for the entire year of 2025. We started with building a lead magnet, then a capture page, and then an email follow-up system to go with the capture page. And then I gave you some calls to actions and how to automate those. Now it's time to start posting some actual content to get some traffic to that lead magnet. So do me a huge favor, comment in the chat where you're from, drop the name of your business and all your brand, smash that subscribe button or that follow button if you're on TikTok, and let's kick it this morning. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 5 of Over the Shoulder with Cortez Hustle, a live training series where I literally let you look over my shoulder as I execute my marketing strategies to help me grow not only my coaching and consulting business, but my digital marketing agency and my media company. And some of these strategies will work for you and your business and your brand. So definitely subscribe to the channel, whether that's YouTube, whether that is the audio podcast on your favorite podcasting network, and follow us on TikTok as well. If you are new here, I am Cortez Hustle, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur and founder of the PLR Profit Society, an online community and coaching program where it is my mission and my ministry to help solopreneurs take their gifts, talents, experience, expertise, marry them with AI-powered software, digital products, so that you can create a passive income empire and buy back your time. We started this series this week on my 2025 content strategy, and we are going to wrap it up with posting to social media. Now, a lot of you guys think that the social media post is the beginning of your content strategy. As you guys found out this week, if you followed us all every day, you found out that the actual posting is the last thing you do in a content strategy. So let me really quickly give you the agenda for today, and then we're going to get this show rocking and rolling. So I'm going to give you a quick review of what we covered throughout the week, show you some of the assets that we built. I'm going to give you some social media tips, the top 5 best practices for posting social media, and then I'm going to make a serious attempt to create my first carousel that I'm going to post on my Instagram page promoting this lead magnet that we actually created using the power of ChatGPT. The links to all of those episodes are in the show notes and in the description of this video so that you can go back and do that. So when it comes to a content strategy, y'all, a good content strategy goes beyond a simple post on social media. In fact, if all you're doing is posting on social media, that's not a complete content strategy. Now, you could get some traction, but I think about everything in a framework of building a system that can be replicated for VAs, staff that you're going to train, or even if you have a family business like me and my wife. What I've done this week, my wife can look at this training and she can use everything that we've done and duplicate the process for our joint brand that we have together called Hustle and Love, right? So I don't want to just post something on social media and then I have to manually follow up with people. No, I built a system that makes posting content worth it now, because every piece of content is going to live and stand on its own with one specific job. And that job is to take social media followers, and that's a list that I earn, and convert them to a list that I own inside of my CRM system. So the way you do that is by providing value. We created a lead magnet Let me see if I can share my screen and show you guys that real quick. Because we went all the way in, man, and it turned out really nice. It's not, doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles, but I'm beyond bells and whistles, and I'm trying to get professional and functional, right? I wanted to look good, I wanted to be professional, and I wanted to be functional above anything else. So let me see if I have this open somewhere on my timeline. I don't. So let me pull it open for you guys real quick, so you guys can see what it actually looks like. So that was the passive income goal setting worksheet. Let me open that up and let's bring it over here. So when it's all said and done, I just want something that is branded to me, right? Nice title, nice cover, gives them the information on how to set SMART goals for their passive income journey. We ended it with flyer about our mentorship program and the ability to book a brainstorming session with me. And the third thing I'll add on here, because I just realized I don't have anything that takes them to our free community. So I like to give people free stuff, even within lead magnets, to continue to stack the value, because the more you give without asking, the more likely people will be receptive to the ask when you do finally ask them to buy something or connect with you in some sort of way. So make sure you guys are tapping that screen on TikTok. Show TikTok that you like this type of content so that they'll push it out to more and more people. So that's what the actual lead magnet looked like, y'all. And ChatGPT built this whole thing, y'all. So just understand that you can leverage the power of AI. So what I want to do really quickly is I want to give you the top 5 best practices for social media posting strategy. And then I'm actually going to create a carousel in front of you, because when I told ChatGPT to create a content strategy blueprint for me, I then told it to create 30 days worth of content for me, and it gave me 10 carousel ideas. So I then told it to go ahead and create the first carousel, and it gave me all the information I need to put on the carousel. So now I got to figure out how I'm going to do that and make it all work. I do have an AI tool that creates carousels, but I think I'm going to create this in Canva, start there, and then see how that other tool works later on. So what are the top 5 best practices for your social media content when you create the stuff that you're actually going to post on social media, now that you have a system that's going to work for you in the back end? Number 1, you're going to start with a clear objective. I told you when I started this content strategy that I always start with the end in mind, right? So why it's important: your content should always align with your bigger goals, whether it's driving traffic to a lead magnet, building awareness, or converting followers into leads. Know your objective before you start creating the content in the first place. The objective for this carousel that I'm going to create, if you stick around to the end, is to drive people to this lead magnet that I just showed you. How do you do it? Ask yourself, what action do you want your audience to take after seeing this post? It's really as simple as that, y'all. For examples, I want them to download my free guide, right? That's the purpose. And if they download the free guide, they are ultimately becoming a lead for me in my CRM system. Number 2, then once you have a clear objective, you're going to design an eye-catching visuals, especially if you are on a visual-centric platform like Instagram. TikTok is video, but also visual-centric, Pinterest and things of that nature. Why is it important? On platforms like Instagram, visuals are the first thing that grabs attention. If your content doesn't stop the scroll, it won't get noticed. And the first 60 minutes of your content showing up is very, very critical on all of these platforms. The more traction you can get in the first 60 minutes, the more that content has the potential to grow legs and go viral. So how do you do it? Use bold colors, large fonts, and high quality images. We're going to do this in Canva. Canva has some great high quality templates that we can use because I don't know how to design templates, y'all. So I use their templates, right? Leveraging tools like Canva Pro or Adobe Express to create professional looking graphic designs. Make sure your branding is consistent across all of your posts. You'll notice if you go on my Instagram, I'm getting better with making sure that everything that I create, my brand colors are front and center. So think about when someone looks at your grid on something like Instagram or even TikTok, and they can see a bunch of posts in one section. All of those posts should have at least a little congruency with your brand colors, if nothing else. So we're talking, if you're just tuning in, the top 5 best practices for creating social media content. We talked about having the objective clear, then you create eye-catching visuals. Number 3 on our list, provide value in every single post. People follow accounts that solve problems, teach them something new, or inspire them. Valuable content keeps your audience engaged and coming back for more. If you guys remember from what we talked about this week, you have 3 jobs that these platforms want you to do. Keep people on their platform, get them to engage, because engagement gets people to do number 3, come back to the platform. If you have your notifications turned on and someone comments on your post on one of these platforms and you see that notification go up, Cortez Hustle just commented on your post, what you gonna do? Go back to the platform to see what I commented. So when you get good at providing value that's going to keep people on their platform, ask questions in that value that's going to get them to comment. And then when they comment and people are constantly coming back to the platform, you know what the platform is going to do? It's going to reward you by pushing that content in front of more and more people. That's why this is important. Use carousel posts to break down tips into bite-sized digestible pieces. And that's what we're going to make an attempt to do today. So y'all don't laugh at me on my first attempt to post a carousel, right? So let's see who we have jumping into the YouTube room with us today. We got Family First Designs, LLC, out of Wilson, North Carolina. We also got out of St. Louis, Missouri, my man, Tank at Relentless Defense Firearm Academy. Future Leaders, LLC, in the building as well. Super excited to have you guys all tuning in to the YouTube channel. Unfortunately, I can't see you guys on iTunes or Spotify. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I just had to admit to myself that I need readers. And I can't see y'all names on TikTok. I'm sorry. I be trying to shout y'all out and really engage when y'all pop on and y'all follow. I can't see that stuff, man. And I was like, man, I can't believe I need readers, but it is what it is. So last 2, number 4 on the list, make sure that you target your audience with a clear message. If your content speaks to everyone, no one is listening. That's my favorite new saying, right? If you're talking to everybody, nobody's listening. So make sure that you are speaking directly to your target audience. You guys notice when these episodes come on, how I address you? Yo, what it do, solopreneurs, digital empire builders, ultimate hustlers? Because I know that's who you are. And I want to reassure you that you are in the right place, while at the same time, if you are not those things, you're probably going to swipe away. Guess what, y'all? Screening people out of your content is just as important as screening people into your content. So do not be disappointed when the people you are not here to serve click away from your stuff. I'm not mad at that. I only want to talk to the people who I'm here to serve because they're going to get the most value anyway, right? So speak directly to your audience's pain points, desires, and challenges. Use phrases like, are you struggling with? If you're ready to. Keep your captions concise and focused on one specific idea per post. Do not go all over the place with your stuff. And last but not least, we're talking the top 5 best practices for posting social media content that converts. Number 5, always include a strong call to action. Now, that call to action does not always have to be buy my stuff, but it should be strong. Like this post, share this post with 10 people. Invite your followers to watch Over the Shoulder with Cortez Hustle live weekdays, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Your audience needs to know what to do next. Without a clear call to action, they might engage with your post, but fail to take the action you want them to take. You literally have to tell people what you want them to do next. Appreciate the hearts over there on TikTok. Make your call to action specific and action-oriented. Joy, I appreciate that. And make sure to place the call to action at the end of your caption and or your visual on your post as well. Some people will see the call to action and do it. And believe it or not, y'all, people do read captions all the way to the end. And those people who, like me, are looking for a solution to a problem, I'm going to skip to the end and not even read the first part because I'm looking straight for the call to action. Give me a 1 in the comment if you ever do that. If you just skip straight to look for the call to action. And then sometimes you're disappointed because there is no call to action. So those are the top 5 best practices for posting social media content that converts. Now we're going to jump into my actual screen share, and I'm going to let y'all peek over the shoulder as I struggle to create my very first carousel because ChatGPT gave me the content that needs to go on the carousel, but now I have to actually design the carousel. But before we do that, it's time for station identification and a word from our sponsor for today's show. So don't go nowhere. Check out our sponsor video of the day, and I'll be right back. Yo, family, listen up. I know today's training is getting good, but I just have to tell you that our last personal branding live workshop with AI was flat out phenomenal. And the feedback that we are getting is bananas. So much so that we're deciding to run it back. Saturday, February 1st, 2025 at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Your boy is going to teach you how to build a profitable, authoritative, and authentic personal brand to attract to you the customers that you are meant to serve. Everything from mission statements to core values, and even a comprehensive content marketing blueprint. You're going to get everything that you need to build a powerful brand. And don't forget, you're also going to get master resale rights to resell this course when it's all said and done. So all you got to do is click the link on or around this video or go to cortezhustle.com/blueprint to reserve your spot. I'm just saying. Now let's get back to today's training. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Over the Shoulder with Cortez Hustle, your daily dose of live training, helping you build the systems, create the assets that will help you create a passive income empire, especially for my fathers out there. We need more men at home and in our communities. And the way you do that is learn how to make passive income so you don't necessarily have to go to work outside of your household to be the provider and protector of your family. So I'm going to start by showing you the actual carousel that ChatGPT created for us. And then I'm going to, let me get right back to where I'm supposed to be. And then we're going to open up Canva, and I'm going to do my best to create a carousel post for you. So let's just open up the screen share and let me show you guys how I prompted ChatGPT to create 30 days worth of content based on my content blueprint. Now, my content blueprint is so dope, y'all. I told ChatGPT I need a content blueprint for the whole year. And then I need a date. I need you to break it down into quarterly, monthly, and daily action steps. And then I need you to give me 30 days worth of content, because for the month of January, it said your content should be centered around goal setting since we entered into a new year. That's why it created a carousel and it started promoting a goal setting worksheet, even though I didn't have a goal setting worksheet. So I had to have it create a goal setting worksheet. So let's take a look at that real quick, and then we're going to jump into Canva and create it. So it said, for your 30 days worth of content, we're going to give you 10 educational posts, right? So educational post number 1 was how to set SMART goals for your passive income journey. This format should be in a carousel. Title slide 1 should say this. Slide 2 should say this. And then when I start reading, I'm like, man, that's pretty good. And then I get down here to the call to action slide, and it says, comment SMART goals below, and we'll send you a free SMART goals worksheet. I'm like, man, I ain't got no free SMART goals worksheet. But that's the power of ChatGPT. I just had ChatGPT create one for me. Then I said, give me a detailed caption for the post. So once I create the carousel and post it, here is the caption. It's 2024, and your dreams are of earning passive income is calling. Imagine this. So this should say, of course, 2025. But imagine this. You're sitting at your desk on December 31st, 2024, reviewing your wins for the year. You've hit your passive income goals, and now you're planning your next big move. Sounds amazing, but without a plan, yada, yada, yada. So that's the caption. It goes with the post. The caption also, again, says, comment SMART goals below to get the free jam, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over into Canva, and I'm going to see if Canva has any templates for carousels. So I'm going to say, templates. All right, let's see. Do they have any carousel templates? So they got all these templates here, but none of them really say carousel. Let me see. I know they're a carousel because it'll start moving by itself. All right, so let me just go ahead and create a design, and I'm going to put in carousel. So they give me a LinkedIn carousel, but I don't see, okay, carousel, Instagram post, carousel, Facebook, Pinterest carousel. So I guess this is the one I need. We're about to find out. we about to find out. Now that doesn't look like, is that going to work on anybody do carousels? Is that going to work on Instagram, or do I need to make it 1,000 by 1,000? I'm not sure, right? But nevertheless, I'm now going to choose one of these posts that is easy for me to edit with my branding on it. And so that's what I'm thinking about. So this one is simple enough, big, bright. I think I'm going to go with this one. All right. Boom. Let's start with this one. So I'm going to start with number 1, and I'm going to immediately change this to at PLR Profit Society. All right. So the reason I picked this one is because I'm looking at the background is super easy. Again, you want to add your branding to this stuff. So I'm going to make that my dark blue branding. And then I use dark blue and this hyper light green, which means I then have to pick a good color that's going to look good on both of those, which is sometimes a challenge when I'm using them this way. So if I go white, white can work. So I'm going to go white, and I'm going to put a shadow on them to make it stand out even a little bit more. And I like to do a black shadow, and there we go. Now I'm going to go here, and I'm going to change this font color to light green, to my brand green color. What's going on? Appreciate the hearts. Elevate your hustle over there on TikTok. I see you, bro. All right, boom. So now, and then, so like stuff like this, then I'm going to make sure that I change the colors so it is matching the brand. Actually, I can change it to my gray. And then I have this as gray. And I'm going to ungroup because I want to change the arrow color to dark blue. So now it's branded. And what I did not do, y'all, I tripped. Because when I was changing this, I'm going to change it back to blue for a second. And then I'm going to change it back to, when I was changing it, I should have chosen the option that says change on all, because that's what I did not do. I should have, go back to my designs. I should have put all 5 of these on together, I'm thinking. Go back to my design. So that's number 5. Because if they're all 5 on here together, I can save a little bit of time by having some of the elements change everywhere across the board, right? So let's now go back up to number 1. I told y'all I ain't never done this before. I'm working through this. Y'all watching me work through my process, right? So now if I go back here and let's see if I change this back to blue. All right, it's not going to do it now. So let me go down to the next page. So here it is right here. If I change that to this green, now this is what I'm looking for. It says change all of these half moons to this green. I'm going to say yes. Oh, crap. But it's got another half moon. But if I scroll down, you see what I was trying to do. You see how it changed all of them on every page at the same time. So I don't have to, I'm trying to just get to a place where I don't have to go and change each one of these individually. So I'm gonna go here, and now I'm gonna change the background blue. And then, yes, I wanna change all backgrounds to blue, change all. I scroll down. Okay, now we cooking with gas, all right? Then I'm gonna go here. I'm going to change the font color, and I need to change that to white. And then, yes, I want to change all black fonts to white across the board. Boom. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Now I still need to, I wish I could go in and put the effect in on all of them at the same time, but I don't think I can do that in Canva. Maybe that's something I'll suggest to them. So basically, that's what I'd be doing. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and come here and change this to gray and change all of them to gray as well. So I can do that, change all, boom. And then I have to ungroup all of these things. So I'm not going to bore you guys with that. Now we're going to start filling this thing out. What does ChatGPT give us in terms of the information? So it gave us a title slide. So I'm going to go back here, and it told us what title 1 is, right? Slide title number 1, turn your dreams into reality, smart goals for passive income success. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that. And then now we have to format it so that it looks good on the page. Boom. That's not what I was trying to copy. What the heck happened? Copy. Let's go back. Let's undo that. All right, there we go. So obviously I'm going to have to change this and make it smaller and start playing around with it so that it fits good on the page. So I'm going to come up here and just start reducing it. I do want that to be centered though. So yeah, something like that. All right. So it's nice, bold text, centered. Turn your smart goals into reality. I wonder if I turn this gray instead of green. I like that a little bit better, y'all. So I'm going to change and switch that out because the text looks a little bit better on there if I did it that way. And maybe if I go to the effects and maybe I see what this looks like. Nah, I don't like that. Or maybe, yeah, I don't like that. So let me undo that. But I think the white looks a little bit better on this color than it did on the green. So that's why I changed it to now what I'll do here is I'll change this to bring back a pop of green. And then I'll change that to also green. And then I'll say, yes, I want to change all of those. Oh, man, because it's a circle. It's changing all the circles to green. So no, that's not what I wanted. All right. So now we have we got the title right here. Now, you could play around with the fonts and all of that stuff, and I probably will, but I won't bore y'all with that. So we got slide 1 done. It's branded. We're okay. Actually, yeah, we're okay for now. Then what do they want to go on slide 2? Slide 2, what are SMART goals? All right. So now I'm just going to take this. I'm going to put them all in here. But really, this is 2 sections. There's the question and then there's the answers. Right. So I just didn't want to go back and copy and paste twice, but I probably should have. So now I'm going to come down here and cut this out of here. And I'm going to hit reduce size. Bring that all the way down. Come on. Why? You know I'm working in this text box. So why I got to highlight the text? I know why. Because I could reduce the size to one specific text. I get it. But man. All right. And then I'm going to just pop this in here. And then I'm just going to format it and try to make it look somewhat decent, y'all. What are SMART goals? And then I probably actually take this out of here as well. And then put that in here. No, don't undo that. Do not undo that. But I do want to take all that extra space out of there. All right, I like that. But I do want to put this in here. SMART goal stands for boom. Now I hate I copied and pasted this because I don't think I can manipulate that color. Because if I could, that would have been super cool, which I can't. All right. So what I would probably do is go and take these check marks out and put my own check marks in so that I can make them the color of the brand that I want it to be. So let's take this and let's go ahead and change this color real quick. No, I just want to change. No, you didn't even change. There we go. All right. And guys, I'm just going to do this through all 5 slides, and then I'm going to post this on Instagram with the caption. So I'm not going to bore y'all with y'all watching over my shoulder. You guys see how this whole thing works. Let me just show y'all something else from ChatGPT, because this is the beginning. But if I go back to my actual content ideas, it says, here are the educational tips, how to set SMART goals and create a carousel. Here's another one, tips, top 3 benefits of using done-for-you digital products, explain how PLR content saves time, call to action. Post type number 3, step-by-step. What type of content? A quick infographic outlining steps, call to action, join the PLR Profit Society. Right here, learn more in our free PLR basic guide. Guess what, y'all? I don't have a PLR basic guide, but I'm not worried because I'm just going to have ChatGPT create the guide, and then I'm going to have it create a compelling caption in story form with emojis. And if you guys want to see whether or not I drink my own Kool-Aid, go follow your boy on Instagram and watch me post 30 days worth of content that ChatGPT gave me. Now, it told me 10 educational posts or tips. What else did it recommend? Let me show you. Inspiring stories, right? Meet success story from corporate work to passive income. So I've got some cool testimonials that I can share from people who have I helped build their business and add done-for-you digital products to their business. This is a content or a case study, right? What type of another content? Share your personal story as the founder of the PLR Profit Society, right? These are stories, short stories. Then the third, it gave me promotional posts. 2025 could be your year. Announce a new year promo for joining the PLR Profit Society. Post title, free guide, 5 steps to starting a passive income business. Guess what, y'all? I don't have a 5 steps to starting passive income business guide, but I will before the weekend is over. And I'm going to do the steps that I showed y'all this week. So we've had an amazing week with our first week of Over the Shoulder with Cortez Hustle. Let me know if you guys like this format. You like seeing more over the shoulder, how to tactical, breaking down not only how I'm doing what I do, but also why I do it. And then ultimately, as we continue to execute, I'll start bringing in some of the results of what I'm doing, because one of the keys to a successful content strategy is analyzing, making adjustments, and redoing what needs to be reworked and doubling down on the things that are already working. If you guys got questions about this stuff, open office hours is going to start in the next 2 minutes. CortezHustle.com/open office hours. I love to see you there. Let me know if you have any questions. Until next week, we're going to start a series on my social media marketing strategy for 2025. I think that's going to be a game changer for y'all as well, because social media marketing is different from social media posting, as two totally different worlds. And I'm going to break it all down for y'all next week. Until then, I want you to get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. Now hustle up. Yo, real quick, if you're catching this live, then you can hustle on over to CortezHustle.com/open office hours to join us in a private Zoom room to get your questions answered. If you're watching this on the replay, then YouTube thinks you should watch this video next. And don't forget to hit the smiley face to subscribe to the channel, and check out CortezHustle.com if you want to join our free community.